You're listening to Until They Sleep, a podcast where two parents finally get to sit down and discuss all the different things that run through their heads every day because their four kids are finally asleep. Thanks for listening.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Until They Sleep. I am your host, Daniel, joined by my wife.
I'm Chantal.
Well, let's get it going. I just want to first say Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, I hope you all had a great holiday break. I hope you had fun with your loved ones and your special ones on your celebrations for this winter break. And then we also hope that you had a great time celebrating New Year's. May your resolutions hold up and may your wishes and everything else come true this year. Also, I would like to say a happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary to us, completing 1 year.
Yep, 1 year of Until They Sleep. We made it. Let's take a moment real quick. And yes, thank you. What was that? You love me. You really love me.
I don't know about all that, but
no, yeah. So, well, thank you guys for the love and support this last year. 47 episodes recorded in the first year. This is our first one, so episode 48.
Going into the new year, 2024.
In the previous episode, we closed off having a little discussion about there was going to be another extra episode that we were going to record, but it didn't happen. Obviously, my wife won. She knows what she's talking about, as always. Wife knows, husbands doesn't. You heard it here first.
Not always.
But we hope you guys had a great one. I just want to say it's been awesome last year. I've been enjoying this. I know I've said it before, and I'll keep on saying it. It's really fun to catch up with you, and it's nice to catch up with other people that that listen to us and follow us, and the very few of you that are involved in the surveys that we put up. Yeah, interact. We appreciate it. So. We've been at this for a year. Mm-hmm. We're still learning. We're still perfecting the craft. There's a lot of things going on. Been listening to other podcasts where we were out and about a few times in the car. Mm-hmm. Different ones, not something that we usually listen to. Just and listening to other people, and we're like, okay, we would change that, or we would do this, or that's a good format on that. So it doesn't matter.
It's a lot of research.
Everybody has their own thing. We're just a mom and a dad. A married couple that are, trying to figure out this shit every day, being parents, this society that keeps on changing them, and it's hard. And we were raised in a different era where things were different. And now with all this new censorship and wokeness and everything, and, dinosaurs like me are trying to adapt to this. So, it's interesting. It's fun. So, thank you for hanging in there this whole year, for the love, support. I know I keep on saying it. It's been awesome. And I just want to go over some of the stuff that, just to like a little recap, recap the last year. Just kind of like our top episodes that I find kind of amazing. Some of the places where we've been listened to. I never expected it.
Okay, let's hear it.
So, our top, I'm just going to do over our top 5 episodes, which will be at number 5. It's going to be the Going Carnivore episode. Okay. We got a nice little amount of love and support on that one. Number 4 was our introduction of Getting to Know Us. I believe that was like episode 3.
Oh my gosh, that's one of the ones I wanted to delete.
Yeah, that's like our third episode, I believe. So, I guess some people really wanted to know where we're coming from, how we met each other, what led us to do this. Okay. So awesome. Our number 3 was the conversation of friends and what are those.
Yeah, that was another one I wanted to delete.
Yeah, that's another one that I kind of agree with you, because we sound like a bunch of little naggy little bitches.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, when I reheard that one, I was like, God, I really don't like this. Like, I think ultimately we were just maybe butthurt that day, that week or something.
We just started venting about.
We were just venting about.
I don't have any friends.
Yeah, but okay. What else? What's next?
I think the first 2 episodes are most popular ones that came on in second and first place. Okay. Learning to Raise a Teenager. So
What's number 2?
It's number 2. So I imagine there's a lot of parents out there that have teenagers and are like, oh, let me listen to these guys and see what they have to say about them trying to raise their teenager. Yeah. So the struggle is real. There's a lot of us out there.
Yeah.
So, hey, much love. Hang in there. Stay strong. We might have to do an update on that one because I know from last year to this year, I definitely feel more distant to my son.
But I think we've touched on it on several different episodes.
Yeah. But
it
gets more and more. The cap is bigger and bigger.
Okay.
I mean, it almost feels to a point where I kind of don't like him anymore.
That's horrible.
I mean, he's my son. I love him.
Oh.
I love him no matter
just
what.
don't like him.
I just don't like him. You know.
Okay.
You know, like.
And then number one.
And number one, step families.
Yeah, well, it's relevant. There's
it's
so
relevant.
many step families out there.
Common thing.
So many.
Divorce rates are so high. Most people keep on attempting to find the right person that they can walk their life with. And
who can
and there's
bear
children.
their kids. Yeah, and the kids
and
are
children
in there.
And they're involved. And some of us care enough for those other kids like you do. And, you know, like I do and everybody else does. And they want to know how to go about.
It's one of the hardest decisions and paths in life is to raise someone else's kids.
Hey, and you know what? If you're doing that, I want you to know that I applaud you and I freaking admire you for doing that because I know you're in a tough spot. It's an awkward position. Everything you say and do is criticize and put down and judge and overanalyze, and you're on a telescope or a microscope.
And not even necessarily by your partner, but by the other.
Yeah, no, but even the partners make it harder because they're always like, oh, well, you know, you're just tough on them because they're not your kid.
Yeah,
you know?
that's
it's
true.
a lot of that stuff.
And one's own family doesn't help either.
Oh, no, definitely.
Because they'll be like, I don't understand how you do it. I could never do that. Like,
how can you trust him with your child?
Yeah, how can you? Yeah, there's so.
Who does he think he is?
Yeah.
Man,
so that's relevant to earlier.
Yeah. No, it
doesn't stop.
It matters. Yeah, it affects us on a daily basis. It affects It affects the whole family. Definitely the step parents are the ones that have to put up with it, you know. They have to deal with the kid and they have to deal with the partner.
Yeah.
So and then the other parent if they're around. Or the consequences of the actions of the other parents or whatever, you know. It's a bumpy ride. So, you know, I said it before, anyone can make a kid, but it takes a real person to raise that kid. So, yeah. So much love to you guys. So, yeah, those are our top 5. And then I was stripping out, while we're at it, the top apps where we are listened to.
Okay.
Just for the heck of it. So, I'm just going to do the top 3.
Okay.
Which is kind of funny. Obviously, number 3 is Spotify.
Okay.
So, thank you to everybody that listens on Spotify. On number 2 is Amazon Music, which I was surprised by. I was
surprised by that one too.
I'm so surprised by that one. And our number 1, the server that is going down here pretty soon, will be Google Podcast.
Yes. And so, for any of you who are listening to us on Google Podcast, please note, if you don't know already, that they will be transferring to YouTube Podcast or YouTube Music, so you'll be able to hear us there. And you can actually listen to us there now because we've already uploaded all our stuff to that format.
You stepped up on that one right away, and you started dealing with it and getting it transferred and everything.
Yep.
And when you're if you're a Google Podcast listener, you probably have that big borderline on top that tells you, hey, we know we're going down on this day and everything's getting transferred. Transfer your accounts to this or your subscriptions to this. Do it. Please do it. And I'll transfer you over, and then you'll be able to listen to us immediately. If you don't do it that way and you try to find us normal,
it's a little harder to find us. It's harder.
It takes longer. But yeah, we posted on our Instagram our total downloads. So it's 665 total downloads. So like I keep on saying, thank you for everything. But let me go over the areas where we've been listened to. Oceania, which is kind of like the Australia area. Somebody has listened to us 2 times over there.
Okay.
But hey, somebody give us a try over there. So thank you. In Asia, the area of Asia, we've had some people listen to us. You know what? Let me go backwards. Okay, so I'll go from the lowest to the highest. Okay, so at the lowest we have South America. one download. So thank you to whoever was in South America and download and try to give us a try. I imagine it's probably the Spanish one.
The Spanish episode that we didn't follow up on because we didn't get any feedback.
And yeah, nobody gives a shit about that one. It was like, this is America.
I still think we should try one more time.
En español?
En español.
Sure, why not? At another one, at one download also, Africa. So, all right.
I don't know.
All right,
Okay.
yeah, Africa, we got one, and then Oceania.
You said that already.
Yeah, no, that was the next one. Then Asia had 5.
5.
So
okay.
yeah, our European brothers, Europe. Thank you. 7.
7
So
times in Europe.
Yeah, 1% of our downloads came from Europe, and obviously North America with 97%. So thank you. Appreciate it, guys. I thought that was funny. Overall, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh! Somebody just downloaded one because we're at 666. It's official.
Seriously?
I'm dead serious. I just clicked at it, and it's yeah. Wow. Okay. Wow. All right.
Which one did they download?
I don't know, but it's just it's so funny to be playing with this little
My
features.
system. Oh yeah, you're right. I just refreshed my system and it says, yeah, there it is.
Yeah. So must be maybe the last episode. I don't know. But yeah, and like I said, 47 episodes, guys. Now 48 with this one. Should we know like which one's our least popular one? I was like, I'm kind of curious about that one.
The least popular
episode.
Let's see. I'm gonna sort.
Can you see it
by most popular? Yeah, I can see it here. All right, our least popular episode was, well, I don't know if that counts because it just released. Was the God Yule or Good Yule one that just released? It's only 12 days old.
Okay.
Yeah, and our Halloween movie draft is the second.
What is wrong with you people?
Yeah.
Scolding.
Well, I mean,
Halloween.
based on the things that got the most downloads, though, clearly people are more interested in learning something.
About families?
Either learning something specific to family life or about a lifestyle, right? So carnivore was a lifestyle, and the whole raising a teenager and being step families, like that's super relevant, It's like, how do you deal with this? And actually, other podcasts we've listened to, there's always someone talking about some type of psychologist or child psychologist or this or that. So, Friends, I'm surprised that the Friends one is all the way up there. We will probably have to redo that one, though. And the Getting to Know Us.
We can do a catch-up one.
Yeah, and the Getting to Know Us again was another one I had wanted to delete just because I thought it was, I don't know, TMI too soon. But, oh well. It's out there.
But yeah, I mean, because let's look at so we said 5, right? But let's go over it. Then we have, like, after Carnival, where we have responsible adulting. Mm-hmm. That's nerding out bonus.
That thing was so long. I can't believe so many people listen to that thing. I was confident it would not be popular.
It was one of the top ones for the longest time.
It was.
It was one of the. I was like, that's gonna win. It's like for the year. I was like, sorry, babe, I might have to fire you and just do this with the guys more often.
Yeah.
I've been trying to do another one, but before I do another one about the dads nerding out, I want to do moms nerding out or moms hanging out.
I'd have to.
I know there's a lot of podcasts out there where female friends get together and they drink their vinito and they get all happy and drunk.
We talked about this in one of the episodes.
You try to make me listen to one and I was like, I don't understand.
Yeah, exactly. See how you couldn't listen to it and you want me to do a podcast. But I mean, there's listeners for that, right?
But is their conversation is the type of women, like when you like totally just, sound like a total freaking bitch.
Hey, there's lots of people who listen to those women.
It's like, oh, I cannot believe it wasn't Prada. Like, that's what they're talking about. It was like, oh, my Louis Vuitton. I know there's people out there that love that shit. But yes. I just think it's like.
I mean, that's why, what's it? Oh, my gosh, because I never watch it. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Reality TV. is supposed, right?
Yeah.
What's
you're
reality
right.
TV?
So what does that tell us about it?
Okay, look, you're the 21-year
That
old.
shit's so popular.
The 21-year-old lives off of reality TV. Her and her mom. She's always telling me, my mom and I were watching this and we watched that. And do you like this? And I said, no, I do not watch reality TV.
But, you know, it could be one of those things that she enjoys because it's her bonding time with her mom.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It could be. It could be. Like
And besides,
novelas, right? For a lot of women.
Yeah, yeah. But no, so yeah, Dad's Nerding Out was one of one. Fathers, you know, the rant about fathers and Father's Day. I mean, they're still up there. I mean, there's pretty good numbers, but yeah, compared
But
to the other
nothing
ones,
compared
everything
to,
else is double.
Yeah, the step families and the learning to raise a teenager and the friends that getting to
So
know
more of
us,
the family
those
stuff.
are big time. So I mean, maybe that's something we need to focus on because
family
clearly
stuff.
people don't care so much about us rambling on like maybe we are now.
Well, no, we're just covering it. Yeah,
Yeah.
catching up. But and it's family stuff. So
Yeah, it's true.
So
What else? Do you have any more stats for us?
No, I think. I mean, we went over on everything else. So, well, do you want to get a little recap? Let everyone know how our winter break went.
Yeah, I guess it was uneventful in a lot of ways just because we were ill. I think everyone's kind of been sick during this winter, just longer than usual cold passing through. So
Yeah.
we've all just kind of still, in one way or another, it feels like everyone's still recovering.
Yeah, it's going around. A lot of people are going through the whole cough, cold
It's the
symptoms.
The
but
cough is what's lingering. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we didn't have runny noses. We didn't have stuffy noses. We
Or
all went through
fevers or
no
any of
fevers.
that.
It was just more like a little cough. So damn you, whoever invented this new strain of cough
Of
going
whatever
around.
it is, whatever this mutation is. That's really, I mean, we had.
It felt fast. It felt short. I got a week off from work. A lot of things that I said I wanted to do, I had in my mind, I didn't get to do them.
Well, we didn't get to do because the kids have been sick, and then we had extra people in the house. That
Yeah,
made it
there was
difficult
a
to get around.
last minute change of plans on a lot of things. So that took a little damper on everything and changed everything. Game plans, holidays. So for our some of you that get to, I don't know, be on the road a lot of it for the holidays, you know, going from your in-laws to your parents to your extended families. I hope the traffic wasn't too horrible for you guys. And I'm sorry we didn't put out an episode for you to enjoy us on your drive, to hear our wonderful, wonderful voices. But late nights, a lot of late nights, that's for sure.
A lot of late nights.
Yeah, a lot of late nights. So that it would have been impossible for us to record at 3 a.m. or anything like that. So
yes, a lot of late nights. And this week I need to get them back on track because school starts back up. So yeah, that's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah. Our Christmas was kind of crazy, kind of weird. We did our whole youth thing. We did our logs every night. The newest visitors visited the children every day. You know, left them gifts on their stockings. We had a visit from the oldest one that was in town for a few days, and then of course the other one tag teamed when the other one came to visit to join us.
And they never come together.
No, because they usually fight a lot. So it was interesting to have both of them. And it was interesting dynamics to see our oldest,
our 15-year-old,
hanging around with their oldest sibling and the relationship that they have. A lot of shit talking, a lot of.
This is the 23-year-old and the 15-year-old.
Yeah, and a lot of instigating and a lot of pushing buttons on one another and a lot of trash talking. I actually had to jump in there for a second and talk crap to both of them to calm down for a few. I even threatened them about tying them together so they learn to work together. It's just, there was a little second I was like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, it's one of those, like, we're used to having the 4 younger ones always at each other, but then when the young adults join in and are acting the same as the 15-year-old and the 11, it's kind of like, what the heck?
Yeah, and then
it's a house full of kids.
Since our 21-year-old was here, I guess she was even jealous of the relationship that those two had.
Well, she was getting mad because she's deaf or hard of hearing, and so of course there's a different level of communication and comfort,
Right.
when it comes to her, because the kids aren't around her on a regular basis. They haven't, completely learned sign language, barely any sign language, actually. The eldest, our 15-year-old knows the most.
And she doesn't come over enough. So when she comes over, they're trying to remember everything. And they're
Mm-hmm.
trying to, we become the translators, kind of like the people in between. Because they're like, hey, how do I sign this? And how do I say that? So,
Yeah. And then on top of that, the 23-year-old, she isn't deaf. She isn't hard of hearing. So they can communicate with her very easily. And there was a moment where the 21-year-old was frustrated at her eldest sister because she was communicating and talking with the 15-year-old in a way that she doesn't get to experience, and I get it. It's got to be very difficult for her because really nobody speaks fluent sign language.
right.
Not on her mom's side of the family and not here.
Yeah.
So,
Well, when we had the youngest birthday party, your friend had a daughter that knew sign language, and they hit it off, right?
yes,
So
yes.
it was crazy how fast those two just became like.
Yeah, and
for
and
that
her and my friend's daughter isn't deaf. It's just something she learned.
Yeah, something she learned.
So it was nice for the 21-year-old to have somebody to talk to, and I get it how important it is for her. And again, life choices when she was growing up that were made that
Yeah, affect all that.
affected all of that. So it is what it is at this
It's
point.
tough. It's tough. Yeah,
And
it's tough because we try to adapt and learn as much as we could, and
Yes.
and then she wouldn't come over, and she stayed more with the other side of the family with her mom, and then on that side is more like more talking, less signing, and then whenever she does get to come over, we get rusty. We
yeah,
go
we
out of
haven't
practice.
practiced. Like we don't really use it amongst each other unless we're out in public and we're trying to
Right.
not yell at each other.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
and it's freaking loud, and stores are packed, and maybe we have to sign, like you said, or we're at a distance and we're trying to get each other's attention.
Yeah.
And but it gets so bad for me. I'm so horrible at it because there are a lot of times when I like you pick it up fast. You're like, girls obviously are smarter and they pick up languages faster, and so you picked up ASL really easy, really fast, and sometimes you just go fast, and I'm like again.
And I do
I'm
the same
like,
thing
slower.
with her. So when she's signing to me, I'm like, okay, I need you to slow down because, and again, it's just practice. We don't.
Yeah, for me, and when you guys start spelling, let's say it, I'm like, oh man.
I know, and I get so mad at you because you actually went to college to learn all this stuff and you forgot it all.
Yeah, but it's not like a bicycle, It doesn't just come back naturally.
It does not.
And then and then the other thing that like is fucking frustrating for me is when you go to sign, like when we see her again, and we've noticed it every year.
Yes.
It changes.
Yeah,
It
she's doing
changes.
some different sign, and we're like, and I actually had a conversation with her about this, that it's just lazy. It's just
aside
lazy signing.
Well, it's not just lazy; it's also with the times, right? Because there's lingo, there's
Yeah,
subs,
yeah,
there's
but-
accents. Even though you're talking with your hands, you're signing with your hands. There's dialects, there's accents. Believe it or not, there's accents. I did learn that in college.
Yeah.
Like the people that sign know where you're from because of
Yes.
how you sign things.
And from country to country, it's different.
oh
So,
yeah, definitely. Well, that's why it's called ASL, right?
yeah,
American,
it's
Sign
American
Language.
Sign Language. So, but she told me she was signing something, and I was like, wait, but it's also this. And then we were having like a brief disagreement on which was the right sign, and then I had to look them up to prove to her that what I was signing was also
right, yeah.
the
Acceptable.
same as acceptable sign language because it was what we originally learned when she
Right.
was little.
Oh yeah.
But now as an adult, she's it's like the shortcut version of that sign. So she's like, oh, well, now we do it this way. So I'm like, okay, well, it's just slang, basically.
Yeah.
It's ASL slang
But,
is
yeah,
what
so-
it's come down to.
We kicked it for a little while Christmas Eve, and then got the surprise of they wanted to leave Christmas Day, which
Which sucks.
it's so fucking frustrating. Like it's frustrating as shit. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna be like, You know, it's the typical. I'm gonna be a dad right now. I'm gonna be that dad. It's like, so let's say I'm gonna vent here. I'm gonna show some frustration here, and you know,
You want to fast forward the next few minutes? Go ahead.
yeah. It's just as a dad, you look forward to seeing your kids, and you want to spend time with them, and you're like you got things planned, and they tell you one thing. Like I know as all the divorced dads or moms probably go through this when you have to split time with your kids, right? Like divorced kids always say 2 birthdays, 2 Christmases, 2 Thanksgivings or whatever. Like here we go. So it's just it's still they're older, they're adults now, and it feels like it's still the same shit.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't have to be, right? Because they're past 18.
Yeah.
But it's still the same shit because it was one of those like, hey, the oldest told me, hey, I'm flying into town. I'm gonna be the first week with my mom and the second week with you guys. And then the other one was coming
The
over.
21-year-old.
Yeah, 21 wasn't. I didn't know anything about it because she hasn't spent Christmas with us in a while. Like, okay, you pick us up. I was like, all right. I'm a dad. Of course, I'll come pick you up. I want to spend time with you and be on the road. But it's a typical, like, we're in the car, we're barely talking. Not much going on. Of course, I'm getting caught up with the oldest one because, like you said, it's nighttime. I'm driving. We're talking. The other one's sitting on the back. I can't be signing and driving. I try to involve her, but she's like in La La Land. It's late on her phone, probably with the boyfriend. So they're grown ups. It's different stuff. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have them for a week, or we're gonna have them for a week, and then I get the surprise of, oh, I gotta go home
On Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I gotta go. I have a doctor's appointment the day after Christmas. I'm like, well, this is some bullshit. Like, why didn't you tell me this sooner? Like, if that was the case, I would have planned things differently, or
not picked you up.
or told you, no, forget about it. I'm not going back to town. Like, if you lived 15, 20, 30 minutes away, fine. But we're talking about an hour and a half, 2 hours away. I'm too old for this crap. And then I get that Christmas Eve, and it's just like bothered me. I was like, fuck? Like,
it
what?
bothered the whole house.
And then with the oldest one too, it was like, when the fuck were you gonna tell me? He said, well, if you're already going, why not just tag along? I was like, no, that's yes. I thought that was a bullshit excuse. So, and then at the same time, I was like, well, you told me a week with me. You spent already a week with your mom, and I'm only getting you technically 2-3 days.
3 days.
If
Two
that.
and a half days.
So, you get, I got butthurt. Like, I'm such a shitty dad, or I suck so bad that, like, typical dads don't, I feel like dads don't count. Dads don't matter. That doesn't matter. I'd rather be with my mom. I'd rather be over there. So,
I mean, we are pretty boring.
yeah, but I guess. So, I was pissed. I wasn't hurt. I was pissed because it was the same shit as always.
Yeah.
It's like, and so I was like, you know what, fuck it. Give them what they want, I rather, like I always say, if people don't want to be in my life, I'm not going to force them to be in my life. I'm not going to beg for love. I'm not going to beg for their attention. It's on them, whatever. So it changed all our plans. You ended up going to see your brother.
Yeah.
Which was awesome for you guys, right?
Well, yes.
We had to separate them for Christmas Day.
We didn't get to spend Christmas Day as a family, as a unit, because we had to split up, because you had to take the adults home, the young adults home, and then I took our littles with my brothers, which, of course they had fun over there. But I mean, we had other things we had planned to do. Like, we had planned to go to Universal Studios, and we had planned, more fun things.
Yeah, no, yeah. So yeah, that was ours. So if you're a divorced mom or dad and you had to split it and you had to drive and it changes everything, hey, believe me, the struggle is real, and I get you, and we get you, and we're with you. Hang in there, be tough.
For me, it's the fact that they're adults.
Yeah, and at the same time, it was kind of like, you would think most people would say, like, well, they're grown ups. Like, why don't they rent a car, or why don't they get an
Uber or something?
And it's like, yeah, you're right. They're grown ups. They have the money, or I will pay for it, right?
Yeah.
But at least I looked at it this way. It was an hour and a half or 2 hours that I get to spend with them extra on the car.
Yeah.
That was my extent of it. Even if we weren't talking, or we talked a little bit, I mean, at least they were around me for an extra 2 hours. But then you drop them off, and it's like another 2 hours by yourself.
And then you got the rest of the day by yourself to watch football and do whatever you wanted.
So I left late. You guys left. I stayed. I watched the first game. I waited for it to be over, and then I hit the road. Then dropped them off, came back. By the time I got home, that second game was over. I was able to get ready for the third game. But while I was waiting for that third game, I started, helping out with the house a little bit. There was gifts that were open in the morning. There was boxes. There was recyclables. There were dishes from the night before. Because we kind of did like a little Mexican kind of Christmas Eve party. We hung out. We had a dinner. I played music. Tried to play some cards.
You had more to drink than usual.
I killed a damn bottle of tequila by 6:30.
Yeah.
I tried to learn how to make some Cadillacs. I failed. So I took your failed Cadillac and my failed Cadillac and our daughter's failed Cadillac, and then I just started drinking other tequila drinks. And lo and behold, I finally opened a gift a year later from one of your coworkers. And that was also pretty damn good tequila. And I think I got like a quarter or half of that one done. And not to mention that I also had some a little whiskey.
It was funny. You were apologizing because you were the one who had started the dinner because it was we were having cachetes
and
lengua,
birria.
And then birria, beef.
I was making all that stuff, yeah.
And then he was not functional. After a while, just sitting at the table playing solitaire.
I got happy. I couldn't concentrate. It was harder.
Yeah. And you haven't done that in a very long time. So It was fine.
Yeah, and those news kind of helped me to get there faster,
Yeah.
I was like, I stuck out for a few. It was a funny one. I turned off my map location on everyone. So
everyone was freaking out. They couldn't see you.
So they gave me the news, and then a little bit after that, I disappeared. And nobody can find me on their map, so everybody's freaking out, and they're like, "Oh man, he's so pissed." Probably that, yeah. So that was funny when I got back.
This was before he had the tequila, people.
Yeah, and then I had the tequila. So yeah, but overall, I mean, you guys got back, and I was happy to see you guys. I felt bad that I missed going over to your brothers, but it was overall overkill. And then our New Year's.
It is what it is. I mean, again, we're step parents. I'm a stepmom and you're half a step.
I'm a stepdad.
You're a stepdad.
I'm a stepdad, period. I'm a stepdad.
It's kind of just, I guess, part of the territory. And it's ultimately at some point, making them responsible for being adults.
And you would think that after like almost, I don't know, 20 years of this, you get used to it. But it just goes to prove you don't. You don't
ever get used to it.
Yeah, you will never get used to it. It's still frustrating. You never
get used to the frustration. You never get used to the disappointment. You never get used to having to explain it to your own kids, And
well, for me, it's just very frustrating. I figured it would be a better relationship and it would be better as grown-ups, but I guess I mean, a mom is a mom. Like we said it before.
Yeah.
Mom is a mom. Kids love their mom.
I still say it's because we're boring, because we're not loud and we're not rambunctious. I mean, the kids are, but like we don't go anywhere. We're not constantly like traveling somewhere and going to parties and staying up late.
We're mature adults.
Yeah. We're not those adults. Or those types of parents.
We're not those old people trying to still be young and
yes,
hip.
Yeah, and have fun with
on what was that, on fleek, on what
I don't know
those damn lingos.
I have no idea.
All right,
but anyways,
so there's that. So
and then on a happier note,
on other notes, what you got?
I don't know. You're starting a new job.
Oh yeah, so yeah.
I mean, it's not a new place; it's just a new position.
Yeah.
And
yeah, so starting off the new year, new adventure.
Moving on up.
New adventure. I hear some good stories, I hear some bad stories, but it's like everything. Everybody has their own opinion and their own point of view, so I won't know until I actually get to start and do my thing. So it's still the beginning. It's my first week doing it. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it, and something new, a new chapter, and then we'll see how it goes. See how it handles, see how a new group of people works out with me, or I work out with them, or
are you a team player?
Oh yeah, Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, mama mentality.
Hey, you sound so
I don't know about the
convincing.
mama mentality. There's a me in that motherfucker. There's no I, but there's a me.
Oh, I got the kids for one more week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
well,
luck with
this
that one.
week. I got the kids for this week, and then they go back next week. I did post on Instagram a question, and it was more of a New Year's type of question, kind of from the kids also. And it was called, basically, I was just asking, and I'm going to ask you, if you could have your own vending machine
Okay.
in the year 2024, you had your own vending machine in your house, what are the top 3 things that would be stocked in it at all times?
This is like snacks only, right?
No, it could be whatever you want.
A gun, ammo, and I hate to say this, but it's gonna have to be like MREs.
MREs, ammo, and guns would be in your vending machine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, use it anything I want, right?
Yeah, it's anything you want. It's your vending machine.
But realistic. Okay, let's be realistic.
I mean, why not?
No, it's a vending machine. You can't be selling that. Nobody's gonna be swiping their cards there
It's
for
in your house. It's your vending machine in your
in
house.
my house, so I can grab whatever I want.
You can have whatever the top 3 things that you want.
Why? So why would I have a vending machine then if I'm not making money out of it?
I don't know. This is just a question.
Okay, so I would have to have Reese's peanut butter cups,
Okay. I thought you weren't eating that anymore.
Flaming Hot Cheetos or Flaming Hot Doritos.
All bad for you. Okay, what else? So if you had 5 things, then it would be guns, ammos, MREs, Reese's Pieces, and Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Let me rephrase that one then.
Okay.
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 Yeah, I don't know. I think I need. I think I need a little better thing. Like, why do I have this? Like, it's just whatever I want on it, right? It's just whatever I want. I would definitely have like, I don't know, chicharrones.
Chicharrones?
Yeah, like a little bag of chicharrones. Why not? You know.
Okay.
Maybe a couple cans of tuna, like those little kind of snack thingies.
Okay.
But the natural ones, not the ones with their fake.
You're like, so okay, so you want
Because
chicharrones?
you saying vending machines. This is things that I think about a vending machine. Like, no vending machine is gonna have ammo and guns and knives and
Why not?
MREs. Like,
I'll
you
give
seen the MRE bags? Like how big they are? You think a vending machine can hold that?
there's vending machines who hold different sizes of things. And they even have, remember the soda ones that have the little arm that come in and grab things and pull it down so it doesn't drop? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So is it one of those?
It could be whatever. It just depends on what you have in it.
I don't know. What would you have in yours? Maybe I should start.
You know,
with
I've
that.
asked this question a couple times now, and I still haven't thought of what I would have in mine.
I would have a mineral water, definitely. One, like right now, the one that I'm drinking like crazy that I really like. Mm-hmm. Just that one. I don't like the other ones. I've been drinking some of that. Then
The TCs.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
TC's
from Monterrey.
lime twist.
Yeah, with the lime twist. That's so good. I really like my drinks and my food in glass.
Yes.
I don't care for plastic.
Yes.
I hate it. So when my drink could be a mineral water or a sparkling water in a glass container, I'm happy with that.
Okay.
This falls for also specifically that French one.
Okay.
I freaking love it in the glass container. I hate it in the plastic one.
Okay. Which is why I only get it when it's
Yeah,
in glass
but
and on sale.
But the
'Cause it's
TC
so expensive.
with the lime twist, that one, oh my goodness, it's so good.
Is it better than the other?
They're different.
It's different.
They're different. I think the French one's way better.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Is it
But they're different.
smoother? Is it the
Because one's a sparkling
bubbly?
water and the other one is
mineral.
mineral water.
Yeah.
So there is a difference. So I definitely will have, okay, so there you go. There's 2 of those things right there.
Okay, so you would have the French one and the TC?
And the Italian one.
Okay, so there's 3.
Yeah.
So 3 different types of mineral water.
And they'll have to have the lime twist on it.
Okay, and do 2 more to make it a total of 5 things. Your Reese's Pieces and
No, I'm not
your
supposed to have those.
Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
No, you're not
You're
supposed
not
to have
supposed
those.
to have those.
So
The
we'll
tuna
cancel
things.
that. I will put those. Remember those carnivore snacks?
Oh, the
That
ones
you
we
ever-
tried ordering a couple times. Oh,
Yes. The one with that had the fat on it. The
yes.
nice crispy.
Oh,
Those.
that's a good choice.
I would go with one of those,
Oh my goodness, yes.
and then the other one, the two, not the one that tasted like dog food.
I think those were the patty ones.
Yeah, the patty ones were not bad.
I thought you didn't like.
Oh wait, maybe that's the one
the
that
freeze
like,
dried patties.
maybe that is the one that tasted like dog food.
Okay, so gosh, I wish I didn't always think about work or school stuff. And my first thing that popped in my head was erasers and pencils. But no, that's not for me. That's for the kids. For me, gosh, I don't think about things for me. That's the problem.
Oh, hey, so I not a sponsor, but I'm gonna say we were talking about. In case you're wondering, I know since carnivore was one of the top fives. It was called carnivore snacks, and when we first tried them out,
They were so good.
there was only like 3 things that they offered. Now they are up to, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 products.
Yeah.
So yeah, now we got
Yeah,
lamb sliders,
I mean,
pork sliders, ribeye, beef sliders, eye
delicious.
of round, pork loin, leg of lamb, the New York strip one. New York strip. That's
we
the
highly recommend. Highly recommend.
one. Yeah. Pricey, but worth it.
I just figured out what I'm gonna put in my vending machine.
What?
Gum.
Oh yeah, definitely. You need
Endless supply of gum. Hint waters. Oh. I love Hint waters.
those are good. That is a good one.
Dark chocolate covered almonds. And those meat snack. The Genoa salami with the
Oh, okay.
like the really fine cut ones with
Right.
the cheese.
Yeah. Okay, so then mine's gonna be 1 mineral water. Just one. And 3 is too much. So I'm gonna do one.
Which one?
Either of those 3.
Okay.
Either
Just
of those
whichever
3.
one.
Yeah, you can be on rotation.
You'll rotate them. Okay.
You can be on rotation. Or if it has to be one of them, I think I will go with the French one.
Okay.
Crazy as that sounds, I think I'll go with the French one. No, the Italian one.
It's going to be on rotation, so it's fine.
And then the snacks that we spoke about.
The carnivore snacks.
On that one. And you said a cheese stick. Cheese stick's good.
Oh,
A
you
cheese
love
stick's
the
good.
Volpes.
Yes, those. Definitely. That one.
The ones
that
that
pepperoni with the mozzarella cheese stick wrapped
Yes.
around, or salami one.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that one. That's what, 3? And then a natural, just a regular water.
Just plain water.
Just a plain Fiji water.
Oh, Fiji
Yeah,
waters.
I'll have a Fiji water.
Good choice. I will
Because I
take
need
that
to
one
hydrate.
too.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to hydrate. Like, not everything has to be bubbly. And for the 5th one, I guess this will be my one candy.
Okay.
My one, bad thing or whatever.
Okay.
Or the Ferrero Rocher.
Ferrero Rochers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And do we have a Would You Rather this week? Or no.
No, that was in place of the Would You Rather.
Oh, okay. So this is replacing that. Okay.
Yeah, because it's kind of like it's still coming from the kids, but it wasn't a Would You Rather.
All right. Anything else you like to cover?
I don't think so. I mean, I just really we have a little ritual where we write down our wishes
Oh yeah, for the coming year.
for the coming year, and then we burn them in the fireplace, and we're just crossing my fingers that.
Okay, so speaking of rituals that we have, right? Things that we do. So yeah, for the end of the year, we all write down a piece of paper and what our goals are, and the kids do it too, and we burn it. I grew up in a house where we really didn't celebrate the New Year's that much. It was just another normal day, it's just because you got to work the next day or whatever.
Yeah.
So we just chill, watch TV, whatever, marathon of movies. We've gone on road trips for New Year's
Yeah,
because
yes.
I had this thing where I wanted to welcome the new son sooner than whatever we've been waiting here at home.
Not just
Supposedly, in my
that.
mind, it's just to me the
Oh,
further east I went, I was kind of like meeting it, like running to it, like, hey, welcome. I just wanted to
I
be.
thought it was just we were trying to just put out there that we wanted to travel more
Well, no, that too.
in
I
the
mean,
new
that goes
year.
goes out hand in hand. So yeah, we've done Arizona, Grand Canyon. We've done some. This year we didn't go anywhere, but we do the ritual and stuff. But the times that when we didn't go anywhere, we always kind of hang out, have a good time, nice little dinner, try to play some games.
Yeah.
So I got in my mind that I wanted to try a new game.
Yes.
Just something new. And I stopped at a store and I bought this game that I've been seeing for a while, and I told my son, you should get that. Maybe you will like it. But he hasn't asked for it. And so I went back, and here we are, and I got it. And oh my God, I've never been so frustrated at anything in my life.
I know. We were just like, this game is so complicated.
I felt
All of us.
so dumb trying to figure this stupid game out.
All of us, babe. All of us. I don't understand.
I am not a nerd. I was reminded that I was not a nerd because a nerd would understand. I started watching YouTube video after YouTube video. My wife's trying to read the instructions, talking to me. I'm getting so frustrated trying to figure out this damn thing out. At the end, I was like, just put this shit away. Let's play some Monopoly.
And even with Monopoly, you were getting frustrated because the kids didn't want to play.
Yeah.
And I think you were already in a frustrated mode.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and the kids, I think, got frustrated with that game also. I think they got over the whole game board idea because it took us so long to try to figure out how to play that first game
Yeah.
that it was just, they were just over it.
So if you know how to play Villainous, please let us know. Send us a link. Reach out to us on social media. Give us a tutorial. Let's have a game night.
In layman's terms.
Me, caveman. We need help.
And then once you get over wanting to play a game, you don't listen to each other anymore.
No.
Right?
And then at the same time, I was like, I paid how much for this shit?
I know. It's so expensive because it's popular. That's why.
You know what I mean? It was just like, what? Yes, it's a Star Wars one, people. Yes, it is a Star Wars one. But still, I'm still frustrated right now. I got a headache. I was like, ow. Foosball. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Speaking of foosball, fantasy season has come to an end, my people. I will be submerging again this weekend, going out and about, and taking the sun and walking a little bit more. Oh, wait, no. We still have playoffs coming around. Regular football playoffs. Okay, so put that on hold for another month. But
You don't go anywhere.
if my buddies are
during the
listening
season.
to this, champ. Back-to-back champ.
How many leagues did you win?
I believe so far 3.
You've won 3 different leagues.
Yeah.
You lost your European league, though.
I lost the European League.
But that's because you weren't paying attention to
I
it.
wasn't putting attention because I was concentrating on just 2 of those are very important to me because they're my leagues and they were my co-workers and my 2 good buddies. Well, one of them wasn't playing on one of them this year. But
You
I
forgot
need it.
about
I
the
need it.
European League.
I forgot about them European League, and I lost. I forgot.
If you would have been paying
I didn't
attention,
adjust
you
my
might have
roster
won.
properly. And,
You
yeah.
might have won a 4th league.
Yeah, so I'm pretty much the new Thanos on the fantasy football. I'm collecting championships like I'm collecting Infinity Stones.
My goodness.
And I am going to be very frustrated for these guys for the next year.
You keep flaunting those belts, huh?
So pretty. They belong to me. They know who their daddy is.
I have nothing to say about this just
musk.
because all I know is that no one can talk to you when you're adjusting rosters or checking on anything. We can call your name and throw things at you. Nothing. Like, you completely block everything out when you're on there.
It's because I play with guys from work.
I know, but it's like this whole season. It's just like, don't. Like
I needed to.
The kids will talk to you and be like, "Your dad's adjusting his rosters." Like,
I'm so hated.
You could be texting someone about it,
but it doesn't matter. They hate me. Like, they literally hate.
No,
they don't want me to win. They're
I
like,
understand.
It's not that I'm making fun of them or anything. They just like, oh, how can you win? Because it's just like I said. There's something about
must
me.
be
That
cheating.
just, I'm not. See, and that's the first thing that they say.
No,
like,
that's what I'm saying. They
cheating.
probably say that.
Oh no! And then I'm, and I know that I didn't help this season by calling them all peasants. It was like, because I'm the only one that had double-digit victories on all leagues. Everybody else, had like a 500 record and they made it to the playoffs, and I was the one that just cruised by, and I was like, whatever, No.
Well, the kids several times have been talking to you, and I've had to let them know, like, Dad's not listening. He's not here right now. You see his body, but his brain is not here, so do not talk to him right now.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, our daughters approved Daddy's new look.
Oh, did they? Oh, yes. Someone got a haircut and a shave, and now he doesn't look like a bum anymore. And I was worried that the girls were going to have a fit.
Woke up and the baby was in bed with me, and she's like, "Now you look like when you married Mommy." I love it. And then the oldest one was like, "You look so nice, Dad. I love it. Give me a kiss."
I was surprised because these girls usually freak out whenever you shave or cut your
I
hair.
think they kind of agree with me. I was starting to look like a homeless person.
I think you just didn't. You needed to just trim it down a little.
Yeah, but
Clean it up.
There's a lot of white hair now. Yeah, but you're right. Maybe a cleanup.
Just to clean it.
The cleanup would have been good.
You didn't have to shave the whole thing off. Almost.
So you disagree now?
No. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm fine with it. It's not all gone.
The girls love getting kisses right now. They're like, "Oh, nothing's poking me," and I don't feel that. And I'm like, I like it too. Like, I feel your skin on my lip, like on my upper, like my nose. Like, there's nothing there blocking.
I know. When I went to give you kisses, the girls are like, "Eee." I was yeah, Mommy can kiss Daddy now. Without getting a mouthful of hair.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's what drove me crazy at the end. The mustache was just kept on going in my mouth.
Yeah.
And trying to eat or whatever. Yeah. So it just got to a point. It's just now all that hair product is so damn expensive. But whatever.
Yeah.
That's another subject. All right. Well, I think we're good, right?
Yeah,
we're all good. People, once again, thank you for the love and support following us for the last year. Remember, we're on X and on Instagram, Facebook. Find us wherever you want. Oh, yeah, on YouTube. Don't forget Until They Sleep. As always, have a good one.
Have a good one.
Till next week.
Bye.
Bye.